Welcome to our channel where we discuss important social issues. Today we are shedding light on a topic that's common yet often overlooked: bullying. This issue touches the lives of many, leaving deep, unseen scars. We will delve into the various forms of bullying, their impact, and the power of resilience in overcoming such challenges. We believe in the power of dialogue, in the strength of shared stories to bring about change. So we invite you to join us on this journey to explore, to understand, and to empower. Stick around till the end for some valuable insights. Remember, change begins with a conversation and every voice counts. Let's start the dialogue. Have you ever pondered over the unseen wounds inflicted by bullying? Bullying, a timeless adversary, manifests in various forms, each imprinting its distinctive stamp on the victim. Let's pause for a while to comprehend these forms and the silent repercussions they impose. First off, we deal with social bullying, the quiet oppressor. It's akin to being unseen amidst a crowd where one is overlooked, neglected, or isolated. Envision the narrative of a young girl perpetually excluded from social gatherings, never invited to join games during break time. This instills in her a sense of loneliness and insignificance, a sentiment that might persist into her adult life. Then we encounter physical bullying, a more discernible but equally detrimental form. It's the saga of a young boy consistently singled out, incessantly the butt of someone's physical abuse. The physical marks may disappear, but the fear and dread often persist, turning every corridor into a potential war zone. Following, we tackle the contemporary threat: cyberbullying. It's the chronicle of a teenager whose every post, every image, every statement is dissected and mocked in the digital universe. The relentless onslaught of hateful remarks and public humiliation can precipitate anxiety, depression, and profound insecurity. Lastly, verbal bullying, the unperceivable injury. Visualize a young adult ceaselessly at the receiving end of cruel words, disparaging comments, and ruthless jokes. The words reverberate in his psyche, undermining his self-respect, warping his self-perception into something twisted and unlovable. These narratives aren't mere tales, they are the lived experiences of innumerable individuals who endure the blow of bullying. The effects are expansive, often leading to psychological, emotional, and even physical trauma. It's a path of sleepless nights, abundant tears, and a perpetual struggle with self-value. But bear in mind, these effects aren't always perceptible. They lurk beneath the surface, like invisible wounds etched deep within. They are experienced in the silent moments of self-questioning, in the fight for self-approbation, in the dread of self-expression. Bullying extends beyond the instant. It impacts the victims in ways beyond our comprehension. But what if the victims of bullying decide not to remain victims? What if they rise? This is a question that might cross your mind when thinking about bullying. Now let's delve into a world where the bullied become the warriors, where they turn their torment into triumph. Picture this: a young girl named Lily, constantly pushed down by vile words and scornful laughter. Yet, Lily decided not to remain a victim. She transformed her torment into strength, shared her experiences, sought support, and discovered an unwavering resilience within her. Resilience, as you must know, is not about evading hardship, but about learning to find joy amidst adversity. It's about cultivating emotional fortitude that allows us to bounce back from setbacks, even stronger and more resolute. Lily's resilience didn't merely aid her survival, it fueled her growth. She harnessed her experiences to boost her resolve, to crusade for a world devoid of the torment she suffered. Now consider James, a young man who was subjected to cyberbullying, his self-worth shattered by every malicious word typed behind an anonymous screen. James, just like Lily, chose to voice out. He reached out to his support system, and as he shared his story, he realized he was not alone. His assurance amplified with every person who stood up for him. He learned to view himself not through the twisted perspective of his bullies, but through the loving gaze of those genuinely cared for him. Self-confidence is like a protective barrier, repelling the harsh words and actions of bullies. With every unkind comment and hurtful deed, James's barrier just became more robust. He built his identity not on the unstable platform of others' judgments, but on the solid base of his own self-worth. So, despite their experiences, Lily and James chose not to remain victims. They emerged stronger and more resilient, turning their pain into their power. They stood tall, not because the world was gentle with them, but because they decided to be gentle with themselves. Indeed, resilience transforms victims into victors. Ever heard of the principle of karma? It's renowned for imparting lessons we find hard to brush off. Picture this: a playground tyrant who savors others' dread one day experiences a much-needed awakening. In a surprising turn of events, he's picked last for the soccer team, mirroring the way he used to disregard others. All at once, he's the outcast. Now that's a flavor of karma. Or consider this scenario: a cyberbully, safely ensconced behind her computer screen, disseminating dread and loathing. One day, the veil of her account is lifted. Suddenly, she's facing the same scrutiny she subjected others to. That's another instance of karma flexing its muscles. But keep in mind, karma isn't synonymous with vengeance. It's about fairness. It's about realizing that our actions have repercussions, and negative energy we release into the world can rebound onto us. Thus, let's opt for benevolence, because karma indeed has a knack for evening out the odds. Are you ready to take a stand, or will you simply stand by? Understanding what we've discussed, will you take action or remain a bystander? Remember, the battle against bullying isn't a solitary journey. It's a collective responsibility. Every individual has a unique role to play, a distinct part to fill. We cannot afford to be mere onlookers, observing others endure pain from a safe distance. It's time to take a stand. It's time to voice our opposition, proclaim, "This isn't acceptable, this isn't justice, this needs to stop." Our support is crucial for those who suffer bullying. Let's reassure them they're not isolated, they're acknowledged, they're cherished. We need to foster a culture of kindness, reverence, and empathy. Let's take a moment to appreciate our differences, not as a reason to harm, but as a testament to our uniqueness. Remember, your voice is potent. Utilize it to bring about change. And while you're at it, don't forget to click the subscribe button to join our cause.